When I was in secondary school, a classmate slapped me more than 10 times. Yes. Welcome to Tonyclown Sunday School class. It's good to have you today. Yeah, today we're starting a new series, and this series will be titled Standing for Jesus. Standing for Jesus. This series is going to last us some few weeks. Yes, some few weeks. So I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. So today's episode will be titled Persecution. What did I call it? Persecution. Persecution simply means facing trouble because you love and live for Jesus. Facing trouble because you love and live for Jesus. You are wondering, Tonyclown, that story that you started, why don't you want to finish it? I'm going to finish it. And before I finish it, let us open the scriptures. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. Matthew 24 verse 9. Now, back to my story. So when I was in secondary school, I think I was in SS2 around that time. I am a child of God, and I am used to doing something, which is preaching the gospel. So I go from one class to another to tell my fellow students about Jesus Christ. Even sometimes on the assembly ground, I preach the gospel to the whole school. Yes, including the teachers too. And because of this, a lot of people come to know me as a preacher. In fact, I have this nickname, Pastor. Yes, they call me Pastor when I was in secondary school. One fateful day, a classmate came to me and said, Tony, I want to check something. Before I could respond, he just gave me a dirty slap. Pah! It sounded really bad that my eyes all turned red and teary. I was like, why did you slap me? He said in the Bible that Jesus Christ said when someone slap you at the right cheek, you should turn the left cheek. I was about to explain to him what Jesus meant, and all of a sudden he gave me another one. Pah! I was still wondering that why are you doing this? Before I knew it, he said he has slapped this one, that he must continue with this. He kept on slapping me over and over and over and over. I cried that day. I'm telling you the truth. And I was angry. I wanted to retaliate. I was ready to box him, to fight him to the end. Then I remember that part of the scriptures that say that we will be persecuted for Christ's sake. That because people hate Jesus Christ, they are going to persecute Christians. I was very, very sad that day. This boy kept on coming back, slapping me from my right cheek to my left cheek, from my right cheek to my left cheek. And his only reason is that was what the Jesus I preach says, that when someone slap you here, you turn the next one. And when it was closing period, this guy came back to me and said, Tony, I am very, very sorry. I am sorry for doing all that I have done. Now I see that truly you are a follower of Jesus Christ. Even after all the slap, you did not retaliate. And since that day, that guy believed in Jesus Christ. He started joining fellowship. He started listening to me whenever I preach the gospel. To tell you the truth, the slap was very, very painful. But I choose to stand with Jesus even in troubled times. We are in the troubled times in this world, most especially if you are in Nigeria. Your parents would have been telling you what is going on the news, or probably you're watching yourself, seeing a lot of Christians being murdered being persecuted by other people that hate Jesus Christ. Now, as a child of God, there are ways that we are supposed to respond to all these things that is happening. We are not supposed to respond like the world will respond. We are supposed to respond like Jesus would want us to respond. Since we know that Jesus himself has said things like this will happen, so I will be showing you some other people in the Bible that were persecuted and how they responded to the persecution. With this, we have come to the end of today's episode of Standing for Jesus. Next week, it's another time. Be like me. Tell people about Jesus. So tell your friends about Tonyclown Sunday School class so that they too can watch Tonyclown Sunday School class. And it's time to say bye bye. Say bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.